welcome to this edition of the Time with Hime podcast. I'm your host, Lynn Cordes, joined by Superintendent Hime. Hello, happy Tuesday.
Day late, it's Tuesday, yes.
Tuesday.
Another weather day.
It was.
You know, the weather days bring up all these questions like, okay, snow day, not snow day, virtual day. Virtual days are always easiest for us because we keep our kids engaged, we keep our employees engaged. You know, yesterday was one of those days that it was just really bad. Like that night it was bad, and early in the morning it was fairly bad, but then by 10 o'clock it's cool. We just try not to do late starts, and some schools do it, but we've always tried not to because it causes confusion, and we have so many bus routes and so many different age students riding buses, so that's why we don't do late starts. And then the other thing you always hear, okay, well, you did a virtual day that way, but guess what? We got a virtual day Friday.
We do.
So that's 2 in the same week, and they're like, well, why didn't you just switch them? And I said, well, actually, our virtual day on Friday, although virtual for the students, is virtual and professional development for the teachers. So we have a lot of letters trainings and trainings like that already scheduled for many of our teachers. And I know some of our teachers on those days will go ahead and schedule appointments and things too if needed. So it's just almost impossible to switch it back because of the other things that are already scheduled. And then Monday's President's Day. And we always pick a day to give the teachers off in lieu of parent-teacher conference because they work nights. So our teachers, by working a couple nights, they get that Monday off. Is why we don't go to school Monday. In the old days, we just called it parent-teacher conference and didn't either had parents there or didn't have school. And so now we just call it a no-school day. So that's kind of where the schedule's fallen. But just for a reminder, no Friday of this week is a virtual day, and Monday is a no-school day because of President's Day.
That's it. And then this Friday, another thing that we have that we couldn't kind of just stop and arrange was our future chef.
Yes.
So we have all of the young ones coming in and cooking at Central Middle School, and we're really excited because that's a big day.
It is a big day, and it's always cool. We have a lot of people participate in that, and it does really well.
And it will be on our YouTube, so make sure you guys follow that because we're going to stream that. We have cheer and dance tryouts coming up soon in March. So if you have not already signed up, deadline will be approaching soon. So look on our social media for that. But we also have something really big that we're going to do with this podcast, right? Do you want to introduce that?
Today is Career Tech Education, CTE month.
Yes.
And so we brought in students from 4 of our different career techs, and we'll talk to them about what their classes or their organizations. So we'll kind of talk about what they are and show their passions and try to encourage more students to get involved, because that's the ultimate goal, is to get kids in academies, on pathways where they're starting to make those plans and they're taking classes that prepare them for their future, therefore making them life-ready graduates. So we're excited about that. Again, if you got questions, we'll throw this out there, info@lawtonps.org, and always go to our webpage, lawtonps.org.
Yes, sir. Now let's take a look at what our kiddos said and enjoy this segment.
It's National CTE Month, which is Career Tech Education. We have 4 students here to talk about our different organizations. So tell us your name, what school you go to, and tell us about your organization.
I'm Hunter Getchie. I go to Eisenhower High School. I'm a junior. I am the vice president in BPA, Business Professionals of America. And BPA is just, we try to empower young students like ourselves to learn about the business world. We have a stock market wall that just released.
That's pretty cool, by the way.
It really is cool. That was a big thing we visioned, and we got it going. And we just want to empower young students like all of ourselves to learn about business, the marketing, the strategics of it.
Okay.
My name is Neon Wilson. I go to Eisenhower. I am a sophomore. I'm in 10th grade. I'm a part of TSA, a Technology Student Association, where we encourage young students like us to do STEM and do community service and develop our leadership skills. In this program, we mostly do engineering things and robotic things that help our careers and to further robotics and all those good things like that.
My name is Veronica Johnson. I am the president of FCCLA. I am a junior, and we practice leadership. We have donated to the foster kids in cash with like hats, gloves, and scarves. We are donating toys to the Children's Hospital. We practice our leadership skills. We
What does FCCLA stand for?
Family and Consumer Sciences of America.
Family and Consumer Sciences America. Very good. Thank you.
I am Caden Burke, a senior at MacArthur High School. I am a 4-year member of FFA, which stands for Future Farmers of America. I encourage anybody to get an FFA. I joined whenever I was a freshman, went into it blind, and it's been one of the best things I have done. It's you can show if you like to show. You can learn. I mean, you learn about all different things. Kids look at ag and they think it's just about animals. It's bigger than animals. It's a good career. I mean, it kind of helps you, develops you into a person. I mean, I think, good teachers, good program.
Very good. And we'll start back over here with you, Caden. You mentioned something that I would have brought up is sometimes we think that FFA is really just about showing animals. And in rural schools, it's more designed to that because most of the students live on farms and in a lot of areas. But in a city school, like where a lot of our kids live in town, there are a lot of other things. So when you talk about what classes do you take as part of FFA?
As a kid in FFA right now, I am in our ag shop class, which I think is a good skill to have as growing up, becoming a man, older adult. Good to know how to fix things in your own home.
Wouldn't you be excited to, let's give a shout out to the McMahon Foundation because they donated quite a bit of money to help build that big ag mechanic shop out there. Haven't got to use it yet,
sir.
But we're hoping you get to use it before you graduate.
Yes, sir. It's really nice. Got to see it the other day. Pierce took us out there. It's very nice.
And Veronica, before we forget, you're from Lawton High. We have MacArthur, Lawton, and 2 Eisenhowers. Just want to make sure Lawton High realizes we have one of their fine students on here as well. So Veronica, tell us what classes you're taking right now as part of that organization. I apologize.
I am a member of, we do Intro to Culinary Arts, and I take Fashion Design 1. And next year I plan on taking Part 2 to both of those classes.
So you're learning culinary arts and fashion design as a part of that. Very good. Okay, Nehemiah?
Well, I got into TSA. I was actually just thrown into it. They just said, you're in this now. So last year I took Miss Shaney's class, Intro to Engineering, and she said you have to pay $15 and that's it. We'll do everything else. And I took renewable energy. And
so renewable energy.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. What are y'all doing with your renewable energy?
Well, I did that last year.
Okay.
So I don't remember a lot about it. But basically, she was teaching us how we could use solar power and wind power and how little gears and stuff, where water dams are, where the water that goes into the dams, it generates electricity and stuff. She was teaching us how big windmills are and what they're good for, teaching us how people in Oklahoma, they need jobs. So she said she was going to teach us this, so maybe you can get a job in, fixing the, what's it called?
Turbines?
Yeah, turbines.
There you go.
But back to how I got into TSA. I got into TSA because teacher just said, you're in this now, pay $15. And I was like, okay. But see, last year, the people who were telling us about TSA, they weren't really passionate about it. So I thought it was just whatever. I was like, TSA ain't nothing. But this year when I came back, they asked me to be a sergeant at arms. So I was like, okay, I don't got no reason to say no. So I became a sergeant at arms. We go to all these places. Actually, next week, we're going to, I'm going with my treasurer, Mila Cabarro. We're going to participate in a technology bowl. Basically, they give us something to do. So last time we built a tower, they said you get 15 sticks, 1 cup, and a ping pong ball. Build a tower up as tall as you can. Put a ping pong ball on it, and just hope it stays. You get the highest. We played 17, so we didn't do that good, but it was a good experience.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's about the experience, not what you. So you're going back. And do you not know the challenge before you get there?
Oh, they don't tell us the challenge. They just said,
So you don't know if you're going to get sticks, a cup, or what?
Don't know what I'm gonna
Cardboard or whatever. Oh, that sounds like fun. It sounds like you're excited about that.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. Well, I learned a whole bunch of things. There's a lady named Sheena Raperi. She's from Oklahoma. She's an entrepreneur. She made this plastic called Utopia, and she came to where we went to Norman Embassies, because we went to Norman Embassies for lead conference. We went to Norman Embassies for a lead conference, and she explained to us that you don't have to be an engineer. You don't have to have all these degrees in order to change your world and do things. So it was a pretty good experience.
Well, you got to go first. Now you get to go last. Right. Tell us what classes you're in and what excited you about it.
So right now I am in cybersecurity basics right now.
Nobody needs that, do they?
Oh.
Just everybody, huh?
Yeah. Then I'm also in business communications with Miss Kayla Pettit. And we just learn a lot in there. We just learn how to you can learn how to you learn at the back end of a computer.
So what's your favorite part of it?
Favorite part, her teaching.
Okay.
Her teaching is what inspires many kids to take the class.
Okay.
She is unfortunately leaving us, but she's passing it on to Mr. Ford and Mr. Billings. So we are in good hands.
Oh, very good.
But
Always exciting when you're the superintendent and somebody's bragging on a teacher.
yeah.
We got lots of great teachers and but I still like to hear it when somebody brags on one.
And then
Anything else? Anybody got, I mean, you told us all the things that excite you and what you enjoy about
I have more.
Okay. What else you got that excites you?
So basically, about a few weeks ago, we went to Clinton to. Oh no, I just explained that. Never mind. My bad. So basically, at the beginning, when I was still in TSA, they take us to this conference called a fall conference. Basically, all these teachers and basically everybody around from Oklahoma that's in TSA comes over and basically say, oh, we're gonna show y'all little things that we're gonna do in TSA. So we did a whole bunch of things. Like we made a roller coaster with a marble. Didn't work, but
But still fun.
it was still fun. We did a fashion design. Basically, what TSA is around is about. It's about engineering. It's going more to the engineering side of things and robotic type things. But we hopefully in April, I'm building a robot right now, and I'm also working on my technology stuff, so we can go to normal embassies again and compete against other people. But this time, it's an actual competition where maybe if we win, we get to represent our state and go to Orlando, Florida, and maybe get to go to Disneyland if we win.
Awesome. So you're just a sophomore?
Yeah, I'm just a
You got
sophomore.
two. You think you'll do it again next year?
Well, I'm trying to go into my teacher's manufacturing class.
Okay,
but
very good.
if-
Like it.
But if I don't get into that, I'm going to do it
Very
next year.
good.
So,
So anything else about FCLA? I mean, what's your favorite part about it and what do you enjoy the most?
Well, one of my favorite parts about it is the fact that we just get to cook and then we just get to eat it. And
Eating things is not a problem I have, I can promise you that.
most of the time it's pretty good food. We're making a king cake today.
Oh, I walked in the door and Miss Oates gave me a piece of that king cake. At least it was a small piece. Oh, that was very good. I don't know who made it, but you tell them it was excellent.
It was probably Miss Higgins. She had to make it for, I think FFA did something and she had to give it to them.
Okay.
But she wanted us to make some and I have to go make that in a few minutes.
Well,
actually.
you tell her that Mr. Hime said it was excellent. She did a great job, whoever made it. What do you got? What else you got about
My favorite part of FFA that I ever did was probably showing.
Okay.
I showed my first year, I showed a sheep, and then this past year I showed a calf. I had a calf there at the school farm, which is a great place. It's neat to have.
that's on our radar. I don't know if you knew that. We've got some money donated and some different things going, but to rebuild that so that kids who don't have their own place to keep their animals will have a better place to keep them. So that's, people see a lot of things we do, like the Ag Mech shop and we turf fields, but that rebuilding the school farm to give more opportunities to our vocational agriculture or our FFA students to keep animals and show them is on our radar. So it's a big shout out to the people who are helping us with that. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's really good. I mean, it's nice to have. It's good to have for the kids that can't have their own place. And I also recommend if you're in FFA that you go to all the conferences that they have and everything. Like those are very, very big, especially the ones that are far away. Get to meet people, listen to people speak and talk.
Well, guys, National CTE Month. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for your passion for your programs. And make sure you share, because one thing we don't do a lot of, and you guys can speak of this, when you're in 8th, 9th grade and you saw older kids, they didn't share some of the great things they did. So you're always wondering what fits you. Make sure you share especially if you got younger brothers or sisters or kids in your neighborhood, your programs and what they should do and different things others are doing. So again, thanks for joining us, and we appreciate you guys.
may I say one more?
Yes, sir. One more thing. You're good?
On March 2nd, for middle school girls, we're having Girls in STEM, but basically where middle school girls can come to, I think it's probably Great Plains Technology Center, and see things about STEM. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, awesome. Very good. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you to our students who joined us. We always love having them. The next few weeks, Mr. Hime, we're going to have students in the
Oh,
studio.
yes. We've got a lot of things coming up. Hey, tomorrow they're going to announce our academic all-staters. We're excited about that, and we'll hopefully get them on, because that's a great honor. They only pick 100 in the whole state, so that's a great honor. So we're excited about that. And anyway,
I'm hopeful. I think it's going to be great. I'm excited for the
always
list
good
to
to
come
have
out.
students. I'd rather have students talking than me. So as we wrap up, again, info@lawtonps.org. If you have questions, lawtonps.org is our webpage. Please get on, join, subscribe, as you say, and know that we got a really busy couple of weeks coming up. We'll be Tuesday of next week again.
Correct.
Because today is Monday. We'll be out of school, so we'll be doing it the 20th, and then hopefully
The next
weather
week we'll have
goes
another
good,
one.
but you never know. It's Oklahoma.
I know, and I'm wishing for spring weather.
But
I
we
know
just
you
had our
guys
second
are.
winter, so we need to get another. We usually have another spring coming before our third winter.
There you go.
So,
Well, I'm hopeful. I need that nice weather. All
Yes.
right, Mr. Hime. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you guys for your time. And until next week, Tuesday, you guys have a safe week. Be well, stay safe, and make positive impacts. See you later.